The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honoring the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Spartans will kick it away first. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time today. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State. And it is intense, and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding a school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you've got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Power football with the run. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Finley. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're bringing, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous
so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Getting some heat. At the 45 on its way. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to the air one more time. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Makes the catch. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those Jeep moves. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Spartans are in the red zone. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Finley. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll leave it with him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Wide receiver shows motion. The lone back's got it. Oh, gave the defender the business. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice game. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Handoff from the shotgun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Spartans are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. And now on first down after converting with the run. Deep. Strong, firm tackle. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sparty. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over NC State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Makes the grab. It's Wall. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. It's not.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what did I start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he takes this from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong. Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo. A lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Going up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Looking to pass back. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The give to the back. And he could not get loose on the run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Looking to throw. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll go to the ground. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. They'll go hurry up here. Scanning the field, it's Finley. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going deep, and it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The freshman able to get home with the sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Offense set on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dennis. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They'll throw it on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Finley. Gets it out fast. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This one's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Clark. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Leaves it with the running back. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Got it set up on the outside. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Running back searching for a hole. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They want to run it left here. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Feeling some heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off the play fake on first down. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
Yeah, I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Finley. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the ground with the back. Hard running there. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll try to run for it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground, and then we're going to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the catch and knocked down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Finley. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way, find a way to get that receiver or running back a ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Burks. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Running it back, it's Clark. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Finley.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. The tag. Touchdown, Michigan State. The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up 14 over NC State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here.
Nice. Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Finley. And wings it incomplete. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wall.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's caught downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been all some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense, and now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time, one stop, less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking to pass, it's Finley. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Michigan! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Finley. Throwing right. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.